ever start an abstract painting and end up feeling totally lost? I used to do that all the time too, until I built a simple 3-step process that set me up for success. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I begin, how I figure out what's working and what's not, and the mindset shift that finally made my painting stronger. But before I begin, let me give you a quick overview over the 3 phases. So phase 1 is all about pure intuition. It's fast and expressive, and there's no thinking allowed. Phase 2 is all about the pause. It's where you assess what you see and then paint with purpose. Phase 3 is very intentional. You move way slower and make fewer marks, but every single one of them is deliberate. So phase 1 is all about pure intuition and emotional expression. I don't think about anything. I don't plan anything. I just paint. It's all about loosening up and building a foundation of energy and color. This layer usually gets covered up, and that's okay because this isn't about making something that's beautiful. It's about getting out of my head and connecting with the painting. So here's how I used to work that was all wrong. I would stick to my intuition throughout the entire painting. And I didn't understand that in the beginning, it was important for me to just loosen up. Instead, I would try to create something really beautiful from the get-go. And what would happen was that I would get so attached to it that I would become paralyzed. I was terrified that I was going to ruin it. And that fear is what happens when you stay stuck in phase 1, because you need somewhere to go next in order for your painting to evolve. All right, so let me show you what happens next. Here's a painting that is in the messy middle stage, where the intuitive play is done, and now you kind of need to find some kinds of direction. This is kind of where everything changes, because phase 2 is a lot slower. I pause and I try and think about what I'm looking at before I judge it. So in this particular painting, I felt like there was a lot of contrast that was still missing. So I decided to come in with a really dark blue. So even though my thought process slows down, I still keep the momentum going because I want to keep working freely. I don't want my work to feel restricted in any way. So I'm never saying to myself that this is bad. I'm just describing what's actually there and what my painting actually needs. So this has nothing to do with me and everything to do with the painting. So the magic in the second phase is that you combine what you see with what you feel. Your strokes are still expressive, they're still intuitive, but now they're informed. So the goal of phase 2 is to bring your painting to a place where it's more structured and interesting. Now let me show you phase 3. Phase 3 starts when you feel like your painting is really close to being done. It's even slower than phase 2 with fewer marks, and every mark that I make is really intentional. So I'm thinking about what's working. I'm looking at the contrast. I'm thinking about focal points. I'm thinking about what's not working. I'm looking to see if anything feels heavy or not, or if anything feels disconnected. I'm looking to see what's missing. Maybe just a touch of light in one spot will lift the whole painting or balance it even more. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about with this yellow in this painting. So the marks that I create in this phase are meant to slowly but surely make my painting stronger. They unify and they create balance. The hardest part, though, for most of us is knowing when to stop. So when I ask myself what's missing and I don't have a strong answer, then that's my signal to stop. After all, we're not looking for perfect, we're looking for enough. And when you get to that point, you can put your painting aside and then you can come back to it later on and see if you still feel the same way. If you do, then the painting's done. But if not, you can keep going with phase 3. My goal is to help you move from frustration to clarity by mastering the visual language of art. And that starts with a process that you can trust. So if you're watching this and thinking, but how do I know what questions to ask? That's exactly why I created the Clarity Checklist. It has 6 specific things that you can check at every stage of your painting. It's free and it's the framework that guides this entire process. Remember, what really matters isn't understanding everything all at once or asking the perfect questions. It's having a few strong questions that will guide you forward. The clarity checklist will help you start and give you structure without the overwhelm. Clarity comes from the pause. So grab it using the link in the description. And if this was helpful, I would really love to connect with you. So drop a comment below and let me know what phase you struggle the most with. All right, before I go, I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And I am looking forward to seeing you again before the new year.